Mate.
Oh shit! There he is.
Take us back, Britain. Is that how you celebrate Independence Day? Is it?
Yeah. Just wave the English flag
Your English
and
flag
beg
hanging out the window.
and beg for them to take us back. Absolutely. Get some health care. Get some.
Yeah, get yourself some healthcare.
Get
Get
some
yourself
health
some
care.
actual legal system that's not
Yep.
like top model.
Won't have to worry about getting shot.
Don't worry about getting shot.
I might get stabbed, or
You
run
might
over
get
by a
stabbed.
van
That's true. That's
or
true.
blown
That's
up.
true. But that's only London, to be fair. That is literally only in London that ever happens. But yeah, it's all relative. It's all relative.
Natural wide players in that front three.
Right, okay.
I think that's the key, because those lads on the flanks, it's quite a complicated job actually, because they've got to come inside, support the centre forward, and they've also got to funnel.
I'm in the final, man.
So,
Mexico, France.
what? Yeah. Nice. Nice.
Beat England in the quarters, Spain in the semis.
It's good work, mate. Good work. Good
Yeah,
going,
it's a fantasy, you know.
Well, that's why they're good, right? Because real life sucks, generally. So, you know, just relive it and put it right on paper instead.
He's used his head there to keep his side in possession. Now, can he take them on?
So you're getting two rooms painted in your house for $80.
Mm-hmm.
That's daylight robbery, mate. I've got to say.
There's small rooms. One is 10 by 10 and one is probably 12 by 12.
Yeah, they're not. Well, that's not that small, and a room's a room, and I mean, what's that going to take? That's got to take a couple of days at least, right?
Nah, he does it in one day. He's a professional painter. He's got like a spray thing, and
Fair enough.
yeah, he'll be done by he'll do it in 4 or 5 hours.
Yeah, I was gonna say over here, that's 150 quid a day, I reckon.
And I had to buy the paint too, so he just showed up, gonna paint it. I got the paint, did all that. So
painting's like the one thing that I will actually do, because everything else you have to pay someone for.
right.
You know,
Well,
electrics, gas, heating, whatever it is, labour, brickwork, whatever. To pay someone ridiculous money for that, so as much of a chore as it is, I will at least do the painting.
yeah, I'm not a fan of painting.
I don't mind some parts of it. I don't mind some parts of it. Does my head in. There's just some bits that are annoying. Painting ceilings, which I just had to do, is just rank.
It's the worst. Is your hair all white now?
You can't see what you're doing. Yeah. You can't see what you're doing properly. You can't really see whether the paint's gone on properly because it's white and you're painting white over white. And you basically just shower yourself in paint. Thanks for the tip, Val. You could have told me that before. I already knew that. That's easy said. And yeah, you do walk backwards with the roller, right? But then you get to that point where you can't walk backwards anymore. So you sort of go, I'm just going to pull the brush towards me, the roller on the stick, and you pull it towards me, and then you go, oh, I'll be alright, it's just a small bit I'm doing. And then you look up, and you get showered in it, and it goes in your eyes, and your face, and in your hair, and your eyes start stinging. It's grim.
It's grim.
It's just grim.
You had the recipe last time. Oh, they nearly scored on me. Oh, okay.
Right. I will be back in 2 minutes, mate.
All right. All right, now you can talk to me, woman.
It's easy for the goalkeeper coming out to collect.
Should probably go help her with that too, so she stops.
They've got numbers in this attack, and it looks dangerous. That looked dangerous until he made the interception. Great pass from Griezmann. In on the goalkeeper. Mbappe. It's the goalkeeper's ball, just.
He was very alive there and very quick out the blocks.
Dos Santos. Hernandez. Bernardo. Taking on the defenders. Proper tackle that. Lamar. Mbappe. Got the ball and going at the opposition with speed. Well, he's got support here. Able to cut that out with some sharp movement. Lamar. The shot's on! Well, that needed a more subtle touch. He's gone for power and he's nowhere near.
Well, I don't think he kept his head down, actually. Probably thought he'd scored before he'd even hit it.
Andres Guardado. Reyes. Salcedo. Layun. Good position. They've worked this attack very well into quite a dangerous position now. Mbappe. Well, it was easy on the eye, but in the end pretty easy to defend against. An incisive pass. That's the keeper to beat. Hernandez! The keeper can only parry it out. He blocked that well. And up goes the board. There'll be 2 added minutes. Well, there's a big sigh of relief from the defenders that breakaway was stopped. Looking good, this move. A real chance here. And a chance he hasn't been able to take.
Well, it's one of the best opportunities of the match, that. And he knows he should have done better.
Tweedy. Well, it's half time.
Can I talk to you while you play or no?
Yes.
No, like, so not importantly, just in general.
Yes. I'm not going to be on very long.
No, I don't care. I'm just, I realize now, like, how fucking excited I am that I got to see such a big fucking legend.
Yeah, that's...
Like, he's probably one of the biggest legends I've ever gotten to see, like, in terms of...
Led Zeppelin were as big as the Beatles at some point, man.
Yeah, we said something about him. He's just a special kind of parent. Like I said to you, so he gets it, you know.
I haven't seen you in that place in years. Like, she was just, like, over the top. So, anyway, every time I listen, and it's so funny she brought it up right now.
Yeah, absolutely. You didn't see it today, did you? Maradona was in the paper today with a Colombia shirt on, and then saying about how we cheated. We cheated. Apparently, we cheated Colombia out of that game.
It's the start now of the second half of the World Cup final. Well, we'll
Yeah, Colombia was playing fucking dirty, man. They pulled out all the
Fucking
tricks.
dirty, mate. Unbelievable, mate. Like, unbelievable.
they're in a good position here.
That's
You know?
one of the things I really despise about South American football is that
Yeah.
aspect of it.
That
You
whole
see it.
team, do whatever
You don't
can.
see it with the Germans. You don't really see it in the
No,
English at
You
all.
don't. No.
You see it a
No.
bit with
We're
Spain.
sorry.
You see it a bit with Spain and Italy.
You do. You do. You do. You do. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, you do. Yeah.
But
yeah,
Sweden,
well,
Germany, England,
France,
Holland.
Mm,
I hate to say it, but it's the Latin countries, man.
It is. It is what World Cups are all about. This is what happens in World Cups. It's like I said yesterday in the chat that I've seen us play loads of games like that, and every time I've seen us play in those games, we lose. We lose those games.
It's a long way away from the
Yeah,
Um,
that style or that.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I
right? It's
do.
not-
The template of that
'cause
game.
It was more than just a game of football last night.
No, it was. It was like exercising
You know what I mean?
demons.
There
It was.
yeah, but
It
there
was
all
an
that
entire
political
country working
stuff
through some
about-
shit. It was an entire
I'm
country working through trauma of the
absolutely.
past and exercising
absolutely.
demons.
That was That was a massive part of it for sure, like 50% probably. Then there was about 30% that was actual football, and then there was probably another 20% which was just good guys versus bad guys almost. I hate to stereotype it, but it was a bit cliche in terms of good guys versus bad guys, and the bad guys doing every possible dirty, conceivable, cheaty, niggly, wind you up, hack you, niggle you.
Yep, just like Brazil did against us.
Yeah, exactly. The coach is shoulder barging Stern as he runs off the pitch for half time. When we got the penalty, they spent 4 minutes with like 8 players around the ref, trying to disrupt, and then the odd player was in the background trying to disrupt Kane, you know, like kind of get in his face. And one guy was even, did you see the guy who was literally scuffing the penalty spot?
No, I didn't see that.
You didn't see that? Honestly, while all the Colombians are all there in the ref's face, one of them is in that crowd, and he's looking down at the penalty spot, and he scuffs the shit out of that penalty spot with his studs. You can see him kicking the spot and trying to dig holes out of it. I mean, it's just despicable. Like,
Maradona's a bit of a despicable guy himself, though, you know?
Well, he is as well, isn't he? I mean, what sort of guy?
I mean, the guy's a douchebag before the word existed.
Exactly. And then the next day, 2 days later, whenever it is, he's wearing a Colombia shirt now, and then saying somehow how England cheated. We cheated Colombia. I mean, what the hell sort of shit is that?
At least he's consistent, man. At least he's consistent.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. He's a clown. He's literally a comedy act, really, but not unintentionally, you know.
Right,
funny.
Exactly. He's just so removed from reality that it's just funny now.
Yeah.
Hearing him talk, watching his antics, he knows they're looking at him in the crowd.
Yeah. I mean, that game.
Honestly, if there's any reason Argentina hasn't won a World Cup since then, I would say Maradona is probably one of those reasons.
Yeah, you're probably right.
He's such a distraction, and he talks so much shit.
And
he's probably happy that Argentina hasn't won a World Cup.
Yeah, because he gets to still be the god, doesn't he?
Yep.
Yeah, he still gets to be the big man, the number one, Maradona. You know. Absolutely, man. But I think, you know, the World Cup's a funny thing. It is football, but it's more than that. It's like representing your nationality, your country and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? And you see that. You see that in the way teams play. You see that in the way teams behave, like we were just saying. And the best thing is just that England are like, we're fair. Yeah, we're always good. We're good, we're fair, honest, decent. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. No diving, no fucking bullshit.
No, and our manager is the absolute kind of
thicker
beacon. He's the beacon of that. You know, Southgate.
Yeah, he was that type of player, and he's that type of manager. And
in the first podcast we did before the thing kicked off, and I said that, you know, he's such a good. You just get the impression we're going to do well with him because he gets it, and he talks about England's identity and the group of players understanding England's identity as a nation, and we discovering who we are as a nation, whereas previously we kind of didn't really do
there was
that.
No identity. Yeah, there was no identity.
There was no identity either.
It was just all these stars.
Exactly. It's just a bunch of pampered rich kids, man, who don't give a shit, and everyone got that feeling they didn't give a shit, and they didn't give a shit. And this time that's why it's different, man. They do give a shit now. So yeah. And just it's almost like it's fate, right, for us to win on penalties like that in that way from that game.
Yeah, again, exercising the demons. Exercising the demons of the past.
As hard as it is to watch, and I'm sure it's even harder to be in that game, for us to win that game that way is way better than if we'd just won 1-0.
Yeah. Because they came back, and you had to come back from them coming back. You know what I mean? Like. It wasn't. It was a lot of
they
things
scored,
going
but
on,
our
dude.
heads went down. Our heads went down like they always do, like anyone's would.
Yeah, like us when we were down
And we
1-0.
were
I'm like, it's
exactly. And
1-0,
we were
boys.
flat.
It's 1-0. It's not over.
Yeah, at that point, you would expect more of a fight back from your boys, with the time you had left in the game.
We had
right?
so much time. And that's what you mean, man. Drop in your head, you know. And I thought, you know, when I saw Chris's post when he said, "Could you believe it?" or he said, you know, something like that to that effect. And I checked the score and I saw that it was 1-1 in stoppage time, and I thought, oh God, England's gonna lose this game. You know, you just kind of
Everyone
feel.
else thought that, mate.
You know,
Everyone
we've
thought that.
talked about it, man. I've been watching
Seen it.
England for a
Seen it.
long time,
Exactly.
and the writing was on the wall, man. And
Oh, it
they,
was, mate. I've seen it so many times before, and that feeling kicked in, and I'm like, Jesus, no, why do we do this to ourselves every time? It's so predictable. There's almost like an embarrassment in it as well, if you know what I mean.
I do know what you mean.
Embarrassed
I
at that
witnessed
point.
it against Brazil.
Oh, my
I
God.
felt it. I felt that shame
Yeah.
of, here we go again. Here we go again.
Yeah, exactly. I know you get that from the Mexico perspective, because they're very similar in a lot of ways like that.
Yeah.
In terms of
Yeah, we're
how it's-
very similar in our underachieving ways.
The same thing happened to us when we lost to
Oh, it's amazing.
to Brazil in the World Cup. I'm not sure if it was the first or the second round or the quarterfinals, but we conceded that horrible goal from that horrible free kick, and the heads went down, and then they got a player sent off, and for the entire second half, with 10 men, we could not even create a single goal scoring opportunity. It was pathetic.
It's
It's
one of those things, man, and it only happens in the World Cup because these players they don't play with each other all the time. So when it breaks down, it breaks down differently than when it breaks down in the club game, because they could the manager could kind of pull them together and they know what they need to do. But when you got the country and all these players that they know each other, but they don't know each other. When it breaks down, man, it fucking breaks down epically.
That's where it comes into being like, and I think the successful teams, and this is why Germany have been successful so consistently, is the successful teams, when they go to a World Cup or a Euros or a Copa America or whatever, they build this kind of unit, right? These players don't know each other, they don't play together every week. It's not possible to train enough to get that level of performance out of the team. So you've got to build it. You've got to be like on the most awesome school trip of all time with people. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
You go away for a week with school.
Perfect.
Some people are your best mates, some people you know from school, but you're all there, aren't you? You know, and I think that, you know, if you can create a really awesome atmosphere where people are just loving being there, then that's half the battle, because it's also mental. The whole football's mental. The pendulum swings. You see it every time. The goal goes in, boom. You know, the pendulum swings. You know, it happened last night.
There's an ebb and a flow. There's an ebb and a flow to it.
The ebb and that flow. Basically, for about 70 minutes of that game, the pendulum was purely flowing in our direction.
Yep.
We had it all. We never, you know, other than all of the previous history that's giving you cause to be panicked about it, if you just looked at the game and you didn't know who the two teams were, you'd be like, this team is just totally on top, and they look totally comfortable. The way we were passing it around in defence, I mean, that was just like, I've never seen this before.
It was pretty.
Mind-boggling.
It was pretty.
It was pretty, and it was confident, and it was just good football, you know. And in spite of all this, and you just sort of, it was just a crazy game. Crazy game. And then for them to score like that was just, the thing you don't see though is the save that he's made before that corner. I've seen so many reruns and highlight clips and stuff like this today and ever since, and no one shows that save. The save he made was fucking incredible.
I didn't see it, no. I didn't watch the whole game. I saw they do this thing called World Cup Tonight, and essentially it shows the the sort of a condensed 30-minute version of the game.
Yeah. Okay. What? And they don't show the shot that leads to the corner that they score from. That doesn't make any
Sometimes.
sense.
Sometimes. It just depends. What? You made me a whole drink? Nice, thank you. What is this?
The same thing.
Same thing?
The exact same way this was.
It's like a super margarita. Thank you. No, so it's condensed in that it doesn't show everything. So yeah, I saw a lot of the game. I just didn't see all of it.
Yeah, that's just a bit. I'm a little surprised, but I mean, it doesn't really matter. But I mean, to concede like that again, it's just Hollywood. Every time in the history of World Cup, plus especially this World Cup, every game I've watched, which is most of them, when teams score in that last minute, and you always think that a team can score in that last minute. It's possible. I've seen it, and when they do, you're like, yeah, that's it. It's game over. They're going to win this game now.
Yep, because the momentum shift. It's the momentum shift from.
The momentum certainly shifts, and it was completely in their favour then. And the other thing as well is, we're in that stadium. It must have been like, I don't know, 10% England fans, and the rest was just Colombia fans. So the
Oh,
noise
dude,
was
Colombia had a
ridiculous.
lot of fucking. We were talking about that in another group chat. How Colombia had the most fans,
Oh, ridiculous
even in the
amount,
group
man. It was like
stages.
80-20. Yeah, it was like 80-20, man, for that game last night, easily. And so they're all having a party at this point. When we're waiting for the extra time to kick in, they're having a complete party. They're utterly just loving it. And then it cuts to England fans, and everyone's just standing there looking like someone just died. And that's just, oh my God, this whole energy is gone. Because it sort of collectively lives between the fans and the players, right? It's just something that's there, isn't it? You can feel it, but you can't see it. And I just thought, yeah, we're going to lose this game now. Unbelievable, we're actually going to lose it. And but they did, and so they had that first half extra time. We didn't look like dead and buried. But second half, we did pull it back a bit, got back into our rhythm a little bit. And then as for the pens, it was weird actually. After, I don't know at what point it was, but I sort of got to this point where I thought we're going to win this penalty shootout. I knew Henderson was going to miss that. Yeah, I had this feeling. I just got this feeling because I'd had the opposite feeling for most of the game. Basically, I just had dread. That was the whole sort of general feeling of the game was dread. The dread.
Yes, I do. I very, 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 very much know that.
At any point, the dream is going to die, everything's going to go pear-shaped, and we're fucked. And it's back to good old, same old, we've seen this a million times before. So the dread was there, and the dread was real. But when the penalties, it was just weird. I mean, Henderson missed. I knew he was going to miss. That's the other thing, you can sort of sometimes sense that when a player's going to miss. You can see the body language, the way they walk up.
Yes,
the way
you
they
see
make
the
their run
fear
up.
in their
You
eyes.
see in their face, you can see the fear, and I didn't fancy Henderson. He did look a little bit sheepish, and the minute he took it, because of the way he took it, he side-footed it, and he didn't
drive into it.
pace.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a really good save, to be honest. The keeper was a little bit over that side before he kicked it, and he guessed the right side, of course. But
Well,
it was
You got to guess the
pretty
right
much in
side,
corner.
and you got to guess, is it going to go high? Is it going to go low?
Yeah.
Because you see so many times where a keeper guesses right, but he goes low, and the ball goes into the fucking top corner. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What do you think as a shooter? Bottom right, bottom left, top right, top left,
It's got to be top corner, I think.
top corner.
Yeah, I mean, as a right-footed, I'd probably go top left.
Drive
That
it to
would
the
be
left.
mine.
Yeah, I think I would
Yeah,
too.
I'd
Top right.
I'd try and really fake it, and I'd try and look as if I would just be staring at the right-hand top corner of the goal.
Mm-hmm.
Put my body language was all pointing that direction. I'd run up and hit it, and just smash it in the top left would be my pen.
That would be your
Like
strategy.
Harry Kane, the way he took both of his.
His
set
were
to the
bottom
third
though, weren't they? They were bottom left. weren't they?
No, right. So I mean, the two he scored before this game were both top left. He just bulleted them in that Tunisia game. No, the Panama game. He bulleted 2 in the top left-hand corner. They were so good. They were in the back of the net before the keeper even moved. Then he's got the penalty in the game, the super pressure penalty. And the way he took that was unbelievable, mate. There are only a few players I've ever seen ever that have been able to do that.
Right. I agree.
This is the pressure of
That's
that.
a tough
And like
one,
what I was just saying about how they were trying to psych him up. 4 minutes, he's got to wait to take it. In his head, he knows this is the goal we need. We get this goal, we've got 1 foot in the quarterfinals. All that shit's going around. And also, you know that the Colombia keeper, he's been looking at video footage and he's seen Harry Kane smash 2 in the top right-hand corner of the goal.
Yep. So that's got to be in his head.
Exactly, and so he took it after all of that, and he kind of dinked it down the middle. If you look at the way he takes that,
Yeah,
penalty.
he did. He hit it. I remember thinking that wasn't a good penalty, but it ended up being. I mean, he scored, but I didn't think it was a good attempt.
No, that was intentional, mate. If you look at the way he hits that, I mean, he got a little bit lucky. It was a bit close to the keeper, but he had to do that because the keeper gets the right side, obviously, because he's been watching the video. So to be able to change that, to change your penalty is brilliant. And then, of course, he took one again in the penalty shootout anyway. I can't even remember his one. But yeah, I think the moment was Henderson missed. I'm like, here we go again. This is penalties. This is why we all hate him. Then Trippier stands up and he just smashes it in the top corner again.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that was at that point I was like, we're gonna win this. Then the Colombian dude misses and hits the post, hits the bar.
Yeah, he hit the post. It was the post. Oh no, it was the bar.
Yeah.
It hit the bar. That's right, the top bar. Yeah.
Bar. And so here we go. And then of course, what's his name makes the save.
Oh God,
And then
Pickford.
that's just that last penalty.
That save must have felt incredible.
Yeah, it was incredible, man.
I would have loved to have been like a fly on the wall, or just be in a pub in England. I'm telling you, Raze, if they get in the final, man, I might just have to fly over there, dude. If they get in the final, I might have to just fly over there.
Oh, that'd be an experience you'll never forget, mate, I tell you.
I would just go to England. I wouldn't even fucking go. You know what I mean? I don't need to go to Russia. I'll just go to England and just experience
just
that.
go to England. Just go to the pub. Any pub. Doesn't really matter.
I was gonna go to your house,
There's
but
loads-
okay.
there's loads of videos.
I was just gonna show up at your house.
Yeah, absolutely, do that. Yeah, really got mental. But I was watching with Finley and Alex and everything. It's the first time I watched the World Cup where I didn't watch it with my mates. So, but this was different because Finley was really into it. So I was like,
Oh, is he? Is he into it? Oh, that's so good.
Oh, yeah, he's loving it, mate.
He's
Loving
probably
it.
that's it's a love affair he's gonna have for the rest of his life, and it is his first one.
Yeah.
First time paying attention.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's so cool to
absolutely.
watch, man.
Yeah. Yeah, he was well into it, mate. More than anything, you know. It was like when we went 1-0 up, he started crying because he was so happy.
Oh
That
wow.
moment.
Yeah,
and
it's
then, of course,
over for him.
you can see that goal, and I'm like,
Footy
oh,
fan for
no.
life.
I'm like, no, he's gonna feel the harsh pain reality of England now.
Oh, he's gonna
want
feel
this
it.
to happen.
Yeah,
And,
you want to protect your children, right? That's the whole thing.
Exactly.
You want to make sure they don't go
Exactly.
through the same things that we went through. So you want to protect your kids from that.
It's the chipotle.
So yeah, it was great. It was great. I think he's the good luck charm, to be honest with you. Because I've watched it with Alex before. And,
Right.
And Imogen's not really into it. She'll watch it, but she's not really into it in the same way. So.
Wow.
ma-
So
maybe-
so
maybe.
so back to the actual penalty kicks. Dyer comes up, right? So after Pickford saves it, and now you
Yeah,
go
Pickford saves it.
one
And
more,
that Dyer's taking it.
and we're done.
It's like, we're done. If he puts us in, we're done. And we deserve to win this game.
What
And
were you
I
thinking?
said to these guys, I said, look, that's a penalty shootout. Anything can happen. If there's any justice in the world, we will win this.
Wow.
Because
Don't a lot of
there
pressure
was
there,
no
Raze.
justice. But that was, yeah, well, maybe. But yeah, and then he smashes it in, and we all just started going mental.
Wow.
Like full on, you know.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I experienced it in the South Korea game. It wasn't even the Mexico game. But when South Korea put those 2 goals in, I just went mental, man. I was fucking screaming. My neighbors were like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
That's such a great feeling, man. That's cool. You guys got to experience that, and now you got Sweden, man. That's a
Not counting any chickens, mate. At the end of the day,
that's a winnable match. Is all I'm saying. It's a winnable match.
On paper, it's a totally winnable match, all day long.
Yeah,
Fucking Sweden. Name me one player that even plays in their side.
Vonnegut, or what's his name?
What team does he play for?
Oh God, to know.
Exactly.
Fucking no.
You need to be able to name the player and the team for it to be big enough.
Oh, you didn't say that.
Nobody,
you changed it up.
They've got nobody. I changed the mind. I changed the rules.
Well, they told what's his name to kick rocks, right? They told fucking Ibrahimovic to kick rocks.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did. But we've always underestimated Sweden, and they've done us over a couple of times. I remember.
Toivonen, Forsberg,
yeah.
Larson.
Yeah. But they're a good side, mate. They are a good side.
They're a very good
the way
side.
They play. It's almost like watching a game of FIFA in terms of how well they keep their shape.
They're like baby Germany.
The 2 lines of 4. Yeah, the way they keep their shape, they're really tough to break down. But we should beat that game. We should win that game. This is why people were all getting a bit too overconfident, a bit too overexcited about before the Colombia game, saying, "Look at the draw we've got. This is going to be easy." Blah blah blah.
There's no easy games in the World Cup. What's up, Danny?
What I mean. Danny boy, how you doing?
What's up, guys?
You just missed Raze talking about the penalty kick shootout, man. How amazing it was. His son just got into the World Cup, so it's his first time like really paying attention.
That's a good, that's a good mentality for the youngsters to have. Get rid of that old, we're gonna mess it up, and have. Yeah, I mean, we have that mentality too. We have that mentality too. Like,
of course we do. We all do. Football fans. You always think about that shit where it went wrong. But
exactly.
Him, I did try and educate him on the bad times.
He should know, but hopefully he's more positive.
Have a gun out.
It's in the It's in the middle.
You gotta support the west. Yeah, you gotta support more than you hate. You know, it's gotta be a 60-40. You know,
there's
or
no
higher.
hate there. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we all have a bit of hate because of shit we've been.
Yeah, no, I have friends at the second. I mean, it's almost like a 90-10. I'm like, you're just waiting for them to lose to go ha 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 for all you hopeful people, like fucking assholes, man.
You just show up.
I hate that so much. It's like, are you a fan or are you not?
Like, they're in the final.
Fucking me. Yeah.
Wait, you mean now?
But just
now
personalities. People are like
I'm doing it. I've already said it. I'm doing it. If they get in the final, I'm going. Done. We're going. When's the final, Raze? Danny, I'm telling Marcy and I told Razor, if England makes a final, I'm gonna go watch that game with Razor.
It'll be next weekend.
Go watch it. I'm gonna go watch it. I invited myself over to his house to watch the game.
That'd be awesome. The quarterfinal is on Friday and Saturday.
Yes.
The semi-finals are Tuesday and Wednesday.
Okay.
Next week.
And then you get a couple days like.
Final.
I would
Finals
imagine
on a
the World
Sunday.
Cup's on a Sunday.
Sunday.
On a Sunday, right? Yeah, it's gotta be on a Sunday.
Following Sunday.
So now I gotta check the flights. But we got we got a few games to go.
Yeah. Well, that would give you from the day of actually knowing that they're going in, like 4 or 5 days?
Yep. Be a pricey flight. Be a pricey flight, but be a great story.
Yeah,
great story.
It's a memory. It'll be a memory that has no fucking price on it. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Absolutely priceless.
Priceless memory. Just saying, like, I did this shit. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely priceless. And then you guys will know I'm a man of my word at that point too.
Yeah. I fucking never doubt that.
Indeed. So yeah, it's really good, man. Really good.
1,500, not bad. Round trip, 1,500.
God.
Yeah, so $3,000 we'll stay at your aunt's, right?
Are you doing
It's like, oh my god.
flights?
You better stay over there for a while.
Google flights that she got.
You'll be over there for a fucking week.
Well, at least the accommodation will be.
Like,
Yeah, if you're gonna make the trip out there, you gotta stay like a week.
Yeah, well, yeah. If we're going out there, we might as well stay.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, unless you were
British
you really
Airways is
had,
nonstop, 1,500 round trip. So.
Yeah, unless you had you had the money to sneeze, like you were just super balling, then you could go like, yeah, I went for the game and I came back the same day. Like, fuck, okay. But
no, I might as well stay. Might as well stay a week.
Yeah, especially, you know, that's a doable price, but it's still on the expensive end. Like you make, you know, might as well make it a trip. Fuck it.
What day is the final?
Yeah, and there's so much places you can go from
the 29th.
Right there in England or UK, whatever. You can go to Italy. You can go to Paris. You can go.
Yeah, man.
So you know, you could just visit that whole region, and it's all fairly close. You can take trains, right? Trains or flights from there that are like, 45-minute flights
to
15th. Paris or whatever.
It's the 15th.
From my house, you could get to Paris on the train in about 4 hours, 5 hours.
That's not bad.
All the way on the train. If you flew, it took an hour.
Fuck.
If that.
And I'm sure the tickets aren't too expensive because it's so near. It would be like,
not too bad at all,
it'd be the equivalent of us in San Diego flying to Las Vegas.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
We get there in fucking 45 minutes. Well, actual flight time is about 45.
Okay, so it'd be because of the time from now to then. Oh well, I could do multiple airlines for 1,000. Okay, 1,000 round trip. That's not bad. I'll do it.
See?
Oh wait, that's not right. So I'm guessing we'd have to at least fly out the Friday the 13th.
There's something I don't know if you guys have heard of it. I don't know if it's a website or an app that tells you last second airline tickets, but they're all one way. Have you heard of that?
Oh no, I haven't. That would be good.
They're like discounted tickets, but how does it work? I was listening to a podcast and they were talking about it. I think you pay. It's a one way and it's really cheap. But yeah, it's only a one way, so you just buy the ticket there, and who knows what it would cost for you to get back.
Yeah, WestJet. You ever heard of WestJet? That would be
Nope.
Damn, 13 hours. Fuck. British Airways, 10 hours. But it's $1,000.
Well, what's the next to 3 after 10?
What?
Well, depending on the price difference.
$1,000 for 3 hours. I'd rather do the 3 hours.
15.
Yeah, 1,500 round trip. So it'd be $3,000 round trip, and then we'd stay with Marcy's family. She has an aunt and uncle in London. Take the train to fucking Norwich. Probably stay one night there at an Airbnb or a fucking hotel or something.
Yeah, I could stay in, mate. I've got a studio.
Oh, really? Okay, stay with Raze.
Yeah,
Norwich for a night.
Free accommodation.
Either win or lose, we'll be drunk out of our minds. So.
Yeah, indeed. Absolutely. Gotta get to the final, though.
Yeah.
That's probably,
okay, well, if they get to the final, it's going to cost me about $5,000. So there you go, Raze.
That'll be worth it, man.
That'll give you some Murphy's Law synergy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
If they make it to the final, I lose $5,000. I'm helping you out.
You're not losing it. You're investing it.
I'm investing it in a once in a lifetime thing.
Make it as positive as possible.
So what? So Raze, what would happen seriously if you guys won that final? Would it be like chaos in the streets? Would we then just go out into the streets and just fucking?
I think it would be good chaos though, right? I don't think you guys will burn shit down. It would be good chaos.
No, it's good chaos. Oh yeah, 1,000%.
Maybe the worst thing out of it would be like mess on the street. Maybe some cars that got, I don't know if it gets a little rowdy, some cars that got tipped over, things like that. Hopefully,
does that happen over there?
Nah, not
I
really.
can see that I've seen. Well, I take from like
if we lost, that possibly could happen. People probably
they'll go to the street for loss. Well, I could see them going to the street for a questionable loss, like a free penalty, or a red card that wasn't I could see them being like pissed and like, okay, I'm gonna fuck some shit up.
Yeah, I could see that too.
But it feels like an honorable loss, like Japan's loss. That's just like fuck, you know. You
I nearly had last night to ask that, dude.
yeah, you know, you just gotta kind of be like, well, fuck, man, they played their asses off. And,
Hollywood
yeah.
ending again, you know. I think
nothing you can do about that. Japan. If I was, you know,
Japan games, it's like,
a
this is like the
hardcore
Hollywood
Japan
ending.
fan, I would just applaud them. You know what? You guys did your thing. It wasn't your night. Oh well.
Did you see that article that they left the fucking locker room spotless?
Yeah, I did see
Yeah,
that.
dude. Yeah, have you seen the fans? Have you seen the fucking the viral stuff? Like fans picking up after the game. Like, fuck, dude. They're like next level fucking society.
Yeah, dude. That's exactly the type of society I want to live in. If I were to leave this country, I think I would go to Japan, dude. Because consideration's kind of a big deal to me. Like people being considerate, inconsiderate. Those are big fucking deals to me, dude. And
same here, man.
If a culture is that considerate, Jesus.
Yeah, it's self what is it called? Like
self-respect.
Self-respect, but so like what's the word I'm looking for? You know, doing your part. It's just doing your part. You know what I mean? It's responsibility. You know what I mean? Taking responsibility for your actions. You know what I mean? Being responsible, not being like.
Oh, you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. You're talking about accountability.
Yeah, for sure.
Self-accountability.
Hold themselves accountable. Yeah, and that's the best you can do.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, that slows a lot of, you know, negative shit. A lot of negative aspects of the fucking human nature.
Yeah, completely agree. But I was so happy for them when I thought they had beaten Belgium.
Me too, man.
And it was such a heartbreaker to watch them lose, to watch the players lay on the pitch afterwards. That was hard to watch, man.
I didn't think they were gonna lose it. I didn't think they were gonna lose it like that. I thought, I'm like, fuck, okay, they scored one. There's a possibility they might tie. Then they'll go to extra time and lose in penalties. But they got that last goal.
That last goal was just. I mean, they fought to the end though, dude. They showed you how to lose.
Yeah. I feel bad for Japan, and I have a new level of respect for Belgium.
Yeah, fucking Belgium, man. Because they turned it up, man. They turned it up.
Yeah, a lot of stereotypes are being broken, right? Because you guys had said Belgium's known for choking, and they broke that spell. So did England. Known for choking, right? They had that curse.
That's right. Yeah.
So a lot of things are just flipping. Teams that are we're supposed to win games, won games. Teams that are supposed to be in the group stage didn't make it. It's anybody's fucking cup. I honestly feel it's anybody's cup.
That's a good
question.
Yeah, there's not one team where I'm like, yeah, they're just gonna smash everybody. Like, if there was, I was completely wrong. I thought Portugal, but maybe, you know, my football IQ's not there yet. I thought, man, I'm like,
no, you're right. On paper, all these teams were supposed to do way better than the teams that are in it. Yeah. It's like the power has shifted somehow. It's really weird.
These all the top teams have dropped out, Danny. That's what's made this cup so amazing. Is you don't know what's gonna fucking happen. Like you don't.
I gotta look at the teams that are left, but I think if you count the teams, there's more teams with nations that are not that have not won it than there is that have won it. Yeah, so it's a really good chance that it's gonna be a new nation that wins it. They're gonna have somebody to that list.
And I wonder how much of it is the fucking replay, man. Because they're getting everything right.
That's changed the outcome of a lot of games. As, you know, that's less noticeable because it hasn't happened later in games per se. But a lot of those decisions have been made and goals have either been given or not at some point in a game, whereas previously that would have never happened and it would have gone the other way. The complete outcome is the flip. So yeah, that thing I just posted right in there, if you want to see what it's like when we scored, when we won the penalty shootout, right, go to that BBC article, yeah?
Okay.
And it's just a bunch of recordings of a bunch of different parties.
Yeah, halfway down the page, there's a video. Where is it?
People just going fucking mental, huh?
That's what it's all about.
My heart sank when the first guy fucking missed it.
Oh, when the first English guy
missed it, my heart sank. Yeah, I was like, no. and then the fucking the next guy up fucking missed it as well. I was like, oh my god. Time to regroup. And then fucking Pickford with the save, man.
Yeah.
That save was fucking money, dude. He was
See-
going the
see
wrong
the,
way. I mean, he was going the right way. Well,
The picture I just sent. See that video? Match that team.
I'm watching,
Put
trying to
that
watch the
on,
video.
Go to about 4 minutes
Okay,
when we
pulling it up.
shootout. And there's just loads of clips of bars and pubs and just stuff.
Going fucking mental.
All right, I'm pulling it up right now.
Where'd you watch it, John? At your house? At home?
Yeah, just watched at home. Just to watch at home, fam. All
Nice.
good. I'm not a massive fan of watching it. in the
Oh,
pub, to
it
be
won't
honest with
play.
you.
It says the content is not available in your location.
Oh, it's fucking region locked. Fuck my life.
I know. I really wanted to see it.
That's so stupid.
That's annoying.
Why would you
Let me see if
region
I
lock a
can see
fucking video? What the fuck?
Yeah, BBC always
it.
does that though, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
BBC
gotta be
always does
some
that.
corporate bullshit, right? Like, oh, we're not fucking, we're not in cahoots with this company, so you don't
Yeah,
get to watch it on
it's
our
more
video.
like
Reverse of that, in a way.
huh?
Hard to explain, but it's kind of the reverse of that.
Yeah, it's the reverse of that. Yeah, exactly. It's
British
the
public,
rights
the
are
BBC,
yeah.
right? We own it. It's not owned by a corporation.
So I get you. They're saying you don't have the
only
rights to
we're
this
allowed to
video.
watch it because we all pay a TV license to watch it.
Got you.
You know what I mean? So that's why you aren't allowed to watch it.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yes.
got you. That makes sense.
And also
So
the
way around.
rights
I was like, it was on our end. It's on your guys' end.
the rights
Come
to
on,
that
Raze. Let us watch the fucking video, Raze. Come on.
the rights to it would be not BBC here in the United States also. So like
Oh, yeah,
it's
obviously.
Fox for us
Yeah.
have the rights to the
Yeah.
World Cup. So
Yeah.
and
they
to
also
Fox's credit, man, they've been showing a lot of games on free TV. Like most of the games have been on fucking free TV. So I got to give
It's free to play. It's free to air, right?
it hasn't been in the past. ESPN was the previous license holder for the World Cup. They would show the final on ABC, but a lot of those group matches were on ESPN, ESPN2.
Yeah,
I
in other
thought
words,
Fox was
they
going to
have
do the
cable.
same thing and put it on their Fox Sports 1 and Fox Sports. No, they put it on regular network Fox, over the air, bunny ear or rabbit ears or whatever you want to call them, antenna.
It's to their it's to their convenience to do that.
Yeah, because I'd always watch it in
More
Spanish
shit.
anyway. Because you put it on the Mexican channels, you get like 30 Mexican channels anyway. Because our proximity to Mexico is such that we get so many Mexican stations that we would just watch it on Mexican, channel. I grew
There
up
you go,
watching
so
soccer in
that one.
Mexico. Like that's what I'm used
There's
to.
a better video on YouTube.
All right, let me check that. Oh God, I almost spilled my drink.